Ms. Gregory. At this time, I'd like to ask our mayor-elect, our mayor,
Yes.
Mr. Baraka, to please come forward.
So I think that it's obvious now that this has gone completely past our capacity to continue to endure what's happening here in the city of Newark. It is apparent now that there needs to be some folks that get to the table and begin to try to resolve this situation. Commissioner Hespy should come forward. The superintendent should come forward and begin to sit with folks in the community. I know the commissioner has been reaching out to leaders in the community, meeting with clergy and other folks, begin talking about what's happening here in the city of Newark. But we need to have some real open dialogue with the superintendent, with the commissioner, with the governor's office around what's happening here in the city of Newark. It's no longer simply about folks on one side and folks on the other side. This is becoming disruptive at this point, and we need to get as many folks to the table as possible to move this city forward, to move education in this city forward. If the superintendent has refused to come to meetings, refused to meet with stakeholders in the city, then we need folks that have not taken that kind of position, that have not drawn a line in the sand, that are not becoming ideologues, and are still willing to compromise around moving the city forward and moving education forward in this town. We do not need our kids spending the night in Cedar Street. What we do need, however, is adults in this city to be able to sit at the table and come together and begin to resolve the problems that we have in this city. And if one Newark is a problem, then we need to sit down and begin to talk about how do we make one Newark either go away or more amenable to parents and to students and stakeholders in this city. You cannot draw a line in the sand and say you will not budge, you will not even meet with anyone, you will not even look at alternative plans. I think this is the kind of attitude that creates what we have here today, the kind of protest and sit-in that we are watching this morning. I think the students I came here last night, the students were very organized, they were very civilized, they were not unruly, they were not disruptive in any kind of way. They, however, took over the meeting and refused to leave. You know, they exercised their democratic right to redress their grievances. And so we are here to make sure, I came last night to make sure that they were safe, make sure that they had food, make sure that they were coming out of here in a whole kind of way, and that there was some resolution to what's going on here this morning. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, will you be escorting the students out finally?
Well, I think the students have their own mind and have their own demands. Ultimately, we need to talk to them, and we need to try to figure out what those demands are. I know that one of them is Commissioner Hespy, so we need to make sure that we could find an opportunity to make that happen, where they could get an audience with the commissioner. I'm going to try to do whatever I can to resolve this morning.
At this point, they're still blocking the building, and there's been some issue about that. Have you called off the dogs in terms of the police and anything like that?
Well, I'm not the mayor yet, so I can't. I don't have any direct levers over the police, but I can talk to Mayor Quintana about that. Obviously, they did not call the police last night. The police didn't remove them last night, so apparently the city did not feel like that was necessary, nor did the school board, and I don't think they're going to do the same this morning.
I guess the last question then, when you're finally becoming mayor, your first step, your first phone call in terms of getting these kids what they want?
Well, I think most of those things are beginning anyway. The commissioner is in Newark talking to various people, trying to get a lay of the land, I presume. Hopefully he gets a clear and balanced picture of what's going on in the city. And I hope that one of his stops is to speak to the students here that are obviously concerned about their future and about future of education in the city.
And in terms of Cami Anderson, you called for her resignation before. How do you say that it's not a personal thing?
Well, I don't think me calling for a resignation was personal before. I don't think any of this has to do with my personal relationship with the superintendent at all. I think it has to do with a professional relationship with the city, inability to pull people to the table and move the city forward. to provide a plan that's amenable to everyone in the city, to be able to engage the folks in Newark in a way that is not contentious, and to be able to move the school system forward, period. I think that there's some question that we have about her success as a superintendent around student performance and school performance as well.
Thank you.
I would just like to say some final words. There's obvious that not all of our demands can be immediately met, but we want to take steps to getting our demands met. We want our solid demand for us to leave is we want Dave Hespe's attendance at a meeting with Cami Anderson this Tuesday, the 27th at 4 p.m. at 30 Clinton Street. We will not move until we have confirmation of him attending that meeting. And I would like to call the students up for a closing chant. Okay, you're not gonna log on? All right. We have a duty to fight.
We have a duty to fight.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and protect one another.
We must love and protect one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chain.
We have nothing to lose but our chain.
We have a duty to fight.
We have a duty to fight.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and protect one another.
We must love and protect one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chain.
We have nothing to lose but our chain.
We have a duty to fight.
We have a duty to fight.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and protect one another.
We must love and protect one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chain.
We have nothing to lose but our chain.
Thank you all once again.
We got time. Okay.